We've all heard this advice. Spend less than you earn. Save consistently. Invest early. It's basic math, right? Then why is it so hard to follow? Because money isn't just math. It's not a spreadsheet. It's not a calculator. It's emotions, habits, identity, and fear, all rolled into one. In this video, we're going to uncover why financial success has more to do with your psychology than your income. You don't need a PhD in finance. You need to understand yourself. Let's break it down. Let's start with a simple question. If someone gave you $1,000 a month, every month, would you be financially secure? You might say yes. But here's the twist. Millions of people earn well over $1,000 a month, and they're still broke. Why? Because earning money and managing money are two different skills. Just like how knowing what healthy food is doesn't mean you'll stop eating junk food. Knowing financial advice doesn't mean you'll follow it. We like to believe we're logical creatures. But when it comes to money, logic takes a backseat. Ever had a rough day and bought something to feel better? That's called emotional spending, and it's way more common than you think. We spend money for joy, comfort, escape, not just for needs. Retail therapy, takeout after a long day, treating ourselves. These are emotional decisions. Marketers exploit this constantly. Think about it. Ever notice how stores smell good? Or how sales have a countdown timer? That's not math. That's psychology. We're not spending for utility. We're spending for feelings. Let's talk about budgets. Everyone says you should have one. But let's be honest, how many of us actually stick to them? You create a beautiful spreadsheet, plan every dollar. And then boom, life happens. Your friend invites you to dinner. Your car needs a repair. You see something on sale. The math doesn't help here. What you really need is behavioral discipline. Because budgets don't fail due to wrong numbers. They fail due to unrealistic expectations and emotional impulses. Real success comes from designing systems that support your behavior, not punish it. Let's dive deeper into how our brains trick us. 1. Present bias. We value pleasure now more than a bigger reward later. That's why saving for retirement is so hard. It's decades away. But that new phone? It's here now. 2. Loss aversion. We hate losing more than we like winning. Losing $50 hurts more than gaining $50 feels good. So we avoid investing because we're afraid to lose, even if the long-term gains are likely. 3. Anchoring. Ever seen something priced at $200, then discounted to $99? That $200 was a trick. It's called anchoring, setting a high price so the discount feels irresistible. You didn't save $101. You just spent $99 you weren't planning to. See, it's not about logic. It's about how our brain frames decisions. Our money decisions are also tied to our identity. We buy things to signal status, success, or belonging. We compare ourselves to friends, influencers, co-workers. Your neighbor gets a new car. Suddenly, your 10-year-old Toyota feels outdated. But did your needs change, or your ego? And it can lead people into debt just to appear rich, instead of being rich. So, how do we change? How do we move from emotional, impulsive spending to smart, conscious decisions? Here are a few behavioral hacks. 1. Automate everything. Set up automatic transfers to savings or investments. Remove the need for willpower. 2. Delay gratification. Want something? Wait 48 hours before buying. Chances are, the impulse will pass. 3. Use cash for fun spending. When you use physical cash, you feel the money leaving. It makes spending more real. 4. Remove triggers. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Make bad habits harder to access. Let's take Simpson. He earns $60,000 a year. Not rich, not poor. He budgets, but always ends up overspending. Why? Because he shops when he is stressed. One day, Simpson tracks spending and realizes he is spending $400 a month on impulse buys. Simpson decides to automate $200/month into savings and removes Instagram ads. Result: he saves $2,400 in a year without earning more, just by changing behavior. This is what behavioral finance looks like in real life. Here's the big takeaway. Money is not just about what you know, it's about what you do. The math is simple. The behavior is hard. But the good news? You can train your brain just like a muscle. You can design systems to help your future self win. So if you want to master money, stop obsessing over spreadsheets and start mastering your habits. Drop a comment. What's one money habit you're trying to change right now? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who thinks they just need better math. Because remember, fix your behavior, and the math will follow.